Right, one last chance to dance. Hopefully we'll get a real deck this time. This is kind of the perils of cockatrice, I suppose, but you never know. I'm just going to pause it now until someone comes along and plays with us. Looks like someone's coming along now. I would actually know that one thing we haven't seen is the Gavney Township wins, where basically you draw your mana guys and then a Gavney Township, and then that's what you got. This is an interesting one because I've only got one land, but I've got 2 mana guys, so I've got stuff to do, and I've got the combo in hand. I'm going to keep it. This hand will be rubbish against like a Pyroclasm, but nobody's playing that sort of rubbish. Well, not rubbish, I mean, it's quite a good card right now, but nothing anyway. I'm going to make Pilgrim. Basically, the only difference there is, although it gives me Fury of my colours, if I don't draw a land, then I have the option between making Pride Mage or making birds and attacking for 1, and I don't give myself an option if I do it the other way around. So it's, you know, might as well give myself a free option. Do I really? Do you are really? No, I wasn't. No, I'm not. Sadly, he's referring to my picture over here on the left, where I have a nice picture of Emma Watson, which he's sad to hear. Thoughtsies. He gets to see how bad my hand is. Hopefully he doesn't laugh too much. Kiki G, that's fine. I was probably never casting that anyway. One cool thing about Cockatrice is that you get to keep up the cards you know they've seen over here. So I don't have to worry about keeping track of, you know, what you've seen. So in Modo, I normally keep them all to one side, all the ones I know my opponent's seen. It's easier than writing them down. But here, so I'm going to do that attack for 1 and make Birds of Paradise thing, because my hand's kind of expensive. I really need to get my mana out. And making a Pride Mage will beat down, but it won't actually help my. It won't help my development. It won't help my progress with the game. If I draw a land here, then I can make Exarch and Pride Mage. Anyway, so yeah, it's really cool that you get to keep the cards that they've seen here, so you can keep track of what's going on. Noble Hierarch. Well, that's fine. I can do Deceiver Exarch and Noble Hierarch. So I've got 4 mana in play off of this 1 land. It's not too bad, is it? He looks like he's Esper, so he could be gifts. I think he might be that gift sanging deck. He could have like the Supreme Verdict or something, which would be pretty annoying, obviously. But I don't know. I'm in alright shape, I think. I get to Exalted attack in with the Exarch. I can then use Angel to blink it and tap a land. I can use Conscripts if I want to. I know I've got a few options. If he wraths, I'm just dead, so hopefully he doesn't have that, and I'm just going to play as though he doesn't have it, because there's nothing I can do about it. At the moment I think I'm just in a race, because his deck's probably going to perform a bit better than mine is. I'm a bit tired. Come on, you got your marsh flats. Do some stuff. Don't kill me though. Sorry about this, I'll just pause it. Oh no, here he goes. Swamp. He's shooting me for 2. Yeah. Oh. Yep. Even though you can do that any time, he's chosen to do it now. I don't get it. Path? Oh, my Exarch. Yeah, that's awesome. I really need lands. I mean, I could have angeled it to save it, but I don't want to save it. I want to have lands. I wonder if I should have made Wall of Omens and Pride Mage there. In my head, I was still stuck on using Restoration Angel. Overgrown Tomb. So yeah, it's definitely that Gifts Ungiven deck. I'm not sure if it's a good matchup for we are or not, but I played against it before on Cockatrice, and I think most decks on Cockatrice are good matchups. Not necessarily the decks are good matchups, but the people on Cockatrice are good matchups. Swarm shooting me for 2. Yeah, take 2. I don't get this. Why is he not like killing me or something? Ugh. Angel. Resolves. Mana leaks. Remands. People playing Remand over Mana leak now, which is less good against Jund, I think. Is that okay? I'm just going to assume it is. Make Wall of Omens or a card. So I guess I make Xali Pride Mage and Noble Hierarch. Then I can attack for 6 in the air. Path is fine. Well, at least if he wraths us, we've actually got mana now. He's been pathing us instead of, you know, other things. I think that's just a problem with Path to Exile at the moment. The only reason Path to Exile is that strong a removal spell in Modern currently is because of the card Deceiver Exarch. Because Lightning Bolt's what you'd really like to do. But it's really bad. It's really hard to choose to give people lands. Like if John makes Dark Confidant and you've got a Path to Exile as your removal, do you do it and give them a turn 3 Bloodbraid Elf, or do you just let them draw cards? I mean, you don't really have a good choice. This is interesting. I get to use Deathstrike Shaman to exile one of his own spells and deal in 2 damage with my Zealous Conscripts if I want to, because I can make black mana off of this Birds of Paradise. Not sure if that's worth it, but so we got kind of a force, but it's not that strong because I got this. Basically, I'm attacking with 1 guy at a time because I got these 3 Exalted guys. If I want to actually attack with my creatures, I've only got 3 powers worth. So even just attacking with the Birds of Paradise is as aggressive as attacking with these 2 together. You know, assuming he doesn't have a blocker. Conscripts should be good, but I'd really love to find a Birthing Pod here. I think that should be perfect. What's he doing? What are we doing? Yep, sure. I don't understand this at all. Right. Blue, red, I think. I need blue mana, but I want to make sure I got 3 red eventually. Ah, Birthing Pod. Oh, I hate it when my wishes come true. I have to figure out what to do with them. Oh, yep, I got it. I can Zealous Conscript, steal his Deathstrike Shaman. Make 3 mana. Exile a land. Sacrifice the Death Shaman. To find a Thalia. And then attack him for 6. That wasn't too bad. This is kind of because actually we don't have any more basics to catch. I've only playing 2 basics. But this looks alright. Yeah, he has to have Wrath of God here. Which I don't think he has, because he could have exiled Thalia and then... Like, if he's got a land and Wrath of God, then that's annoying. Oh, I have a white or a blue one as well. So this looks okay. I'm running a bit low on life, but I think that's probably okay. And now I've got a backup creature in hand for if he wraths, I can use my birthing pod for some actual effect. So what am I going to do? I want to turn something into something. Probably the Wall of Roots. Into Deceiver Exarch. Into Glenelendra Archmage. That could be quite strong. Then next turn I've got the win, and if not I've got counter backup anyway. So I'll use my crease to pay for it. So the combo kill here is getting a bit weaker because I don't have any more Deceiver Exarchs and I don't have Zealous Conscript, so if I want to win, the only combo combination of creatures is Restoration Angel and Kiki. But this looks alright. I mean, I've got Thalia and a Glenelendra Archmage. Probably should have kept 2 blue up, that's a mistake. But this doesn't look good for him. Yeah, you can think. I mean, obviously I'm worried about him having something creeping tar pitting me and then maybe I lose that way. What's he pathing? My Pride Mage. That's okay. This could be awkward for me. I can turn Thalia into Kitchen Finks and gain some life. So I guess I'm not just dead to 2 creeping tar pit attacks, but I need to be more careful. Wait, if he's got Snapcaster Mages, why was he eating his own graveyard with the Deathright Shaman? Doesn't make that much sense to me. Right, so I need to turn Thalia into kitchen finks. So I might as well attack with it, or attack with my Glenalandra. Well, what am I going to do? I'm going to need to turn... I look at my deck. I can turn Thalia into Statocaster, doesn't work. I need to turn kitchen finks to gain some life. I don't have any choices there. So, okay. So it's whether I want to attack with Thalia and let him block with Snapcaster. It's probably good. No, I'm going to attack with Archmage. For 4. And then I can turn this Thalia into kitchen finks. Gain 2. Then I'll be able to turn the finks into Restoration Angel, gain another 4. And then I'll be able to turn the Glenalandra Archmage into Kiki. So I've got a line. Requires a bit of lack of disruption from him, but at least I got these counter spells. I can just turn kitchen finks into 3 Restoration Angels, one after the other. So there's been worse plans. Each time I gain 4 life, and I just stick a Restoration Angel into play. It uses up 4 mana from him if he wants to try and combat life gain. I think I probably misplayed a lot earlier and did notice it because I was recording. So it'll be interesting to look back and see what I did wrong, because I shouldn't be on this lower life total really. Oh, there's the angel anyway. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So I can turn the finks into an angel. Oh, but then I don't have the birthing pod to activate. What I really need to do is turn... So I need to blink finks with angel. Gains me 2 life. Then I can turn this into Kiki. And make infinite copies. Okay. Alright, sounds like he's conceded. Yep. Good. Didn't think I was going to win that. So I'm pretty sure the Gifts Ungiven deck, the 4-colour one. Which means I want this to spell on this negate. After that, I'm not so sure. He's got Thought Seizers, but this Bath isn't going to do me that well. In terms of what's listed against him, it's not Statcaster's not good. It only kills a Snapcaster and only the bad half of the Snapcaster. Against this sort of deck, the Linvala's normally not that strong, but it does kill his it does stop his Deathrite Shamans. Probably don't want all the Kiki Jikis. I'm not sure about the Pride Mage. That's the thing I'm considering now. I might want Canonist over Pride Mage, because I think I'm not trying to use my counter spells to resolve my things. I'm trying to use my counter spells to stop his things. Don't know about Path to Exile, because I don't want to use it on a Shaman, and I guess if he uses Gifts, he might fetch Elishnorn, and then I don't want to only have Phantasmal Imagery as a way of dealing with that. So I guess I want a Path to Exile. And Spellskite doesn't look like it does anything against him. Red Cat doesn't do much. Yeah, this will do. I don't know if this is the best configuration. This deck's really hard to sideboard with. But I'm bringing in a couple of paths to fight, specifically the Shnorn, but it could hurt a Canist in a pinch, or, if a Deathrite Shaman was getting me a bit low, I can stop that. Not that I want to, but better than nothing. If it gets Iona, then there's nothing I can do anyway, really, except for try and find a Phantasmal Image. So I guess I'll have to do. Here we go. This hand is okay, but it's not good. I'd rather mulligan it. It doesn't actually do anything against his plans. This one's kind of awful also. I'm going to mulligan because I have to draw a green land. Nope. This is okay. This one's actually not too different from the very first hand we had, in that it's got a couple of lands, a couple of beaters. It hasn't got the Angel, and I have to draw a couple of lands to get up to the same point. But it's otherwise identical. In that we're still probably not going to win, because he's probably just going to combo us. But we've got something to do. I think this game is probably taking longer than the other two combined. Inquisition. Berg. If you're going to take Deceiver Exarch, I think probably scared of my combo. It'd be better for him to take the Finks, I'm sure, but what are you taking? Oh, take Kitchen Finks, it's interesting. Now with a bit of luck I draw a mana guy, so I can at least use Exarch as a bit of a Rishidan port. Basically you just tap down land in their upkeep, prevent them from having a mana for a turn. Not sure if it's better to do that when they're hitting 3 or hitting 4 mana if they're a Gifts Ungiven deck. Point is moot anyway. So I need to draw a red or a white producing land in order that this Rugged Prairie actually does something for us. Wait, what? Oh, we're taking the one life from his Catacombs. Oh, we're going to. Sure thing. No life paid. Making death rate? Yep. Obviously. Might lose this one without casting a spell, but it's going to take a long time. The old Breeding Pool Rugged Prairie deck. So I got green and colourless or blue and colourless. Looks very colourful on the battlefield there, but it really isn't. It's your turn, sir. So what does he do? Gets that given me? Probably will wait till my end step, I suppose. Or he might just start shooting Inquisition at me. Come on. Sorry about this. Right, I paused it there. He's finally started doing something. Is he actually just doing it? He's shooting. Yeah. He is. He apparently is. Oh, no more Harak. Get in there. If you path to exile it. I mean, if he does path, I'm getting mountain. I've only got mountain and forest, but I need the mountain for this rugged prairie. Just as a head up. I mean, he's obviously getting Hallowed Mountain off of this land here. Caught it. Again, Joe Castle. That's a weird one. Makes sense though. If he plays Guys to St. Traft, I'm in trouble, which will be funny because this isn't a deck that's weak to Guys to St. Traft. Normally. Okay. Apparently I am psychic. What are you doing? Alright, you can have your life. Don't know that. So that Geist in draft's definitely killing me. Why on earth has he brought in Geist in draft against me? It's just embarrassing. I really hate losing when people make terrible sideboarding decisions and then it just beats you anyway. There's nothing you can do about it. It's so annoying. It really, really is. The only thing I'm going to do in Graph Digger's Cage is a Birthing Pod deck or something. Rest in peace. Like, I don't know. Bit ambiguous here. I'm not sure if I'm pretending to untap it, pretending to block it, pretending to tap it before it attacks. I don't think it really matters. If I don't draw an untapped land here, I'm actual dead. Huh, funny. So that's annoying. Yeah, I don't think we need to change anything. Pretty sure this deck's set up about as well as it can be against his deck. But that's better. Might get him with a stupid Mind Sensor your land trick as well. Although he's got a lot of turn 1 plays, so he'll probably crack a land if he's got one. Sweet if he didn't though. Yes, mulligan again, mulligan again. Keeping you 6? Yeah, he is. So we make hierarchy and pass the turn. We got all our colours pretty sorted out because we got green and white off the Temple Garden, our Rugged Prairie can turn it into reds if we want, and we got the blue off the hierarchy, so we've got all the different colours we need. Howard Fountain tapped. Sure. Untapped. Tapped. I want to make my birthing pod now. Because it's my other option there, just make Mind Sensor and just make Birds of Paradise attacking for 1, and neither of them's that strong, whereas Birthing Pod really advances me unless he specifically plays something that kills it now. In which case I've got no use out of the pod. But I think the odds of getting advantage out of it are good enough that I'm fine. And I can do a cute trick here. I can turn this Noble Hierarch into the Wall of Roots, use the Wall of Roots to make my Birds of Paradise, but then I'll still have 3 mana in his turn. And that was conditioning on not drawing a land, which obviously I did. So I guess I'll make Thalia and really slow his development down. It's this or Wall of Omens to draw a card, or Wall of Roots to get mana, but I don't need mana really. Preemptive Wait on the crack of Verdant Catacombs. Oh, he didn't do it. Wait. So he's responded. What the hell are you doing? Stop cheating. Looks like he's stopped and is looking to see what's going on. Alright, there we go. I mean, he's drawn his card for the turn already. Fucking hell. Excuse my language, sorry. This guy. So this is the combination of infuriating things about cockatrice. Sometimes you just get decks that aren't decks. Sometimes you get people that don't know the rules. Sometimes you get people that don't read the cards that are in front of you or pay any attention to what you're trying to say to them. The good thing about Modo is it just does it for you. Sorry about this. Right, I'm going to pause while we resolve this issue. Right, he got lucky and found a watery grave on top, but at least we're back on track now. Geist is fine. I can use birds to get Phantasmal Image. So make birds. Copy your Geist with Phantasmal Image. And attack you for 4. He's saying hexproof can't copy. But you choose a creature and play with clone effects like Phantasmal Image. So I feel like we're dangerously close. So there's a lot of people on cockatrice who, if you give them too much grief about trying to make sure the rules work the way they should, they'll just quit on you and go off to a different match, which seems really... I just don't understand. I mean, I can see that they probably think, oh, this person's giving me loads of jip. I'm not into this, I just want to play a nice casual game of Magic. But I want to make sure I play a game of Magic where the rules work correctly. So I'm going to point out where they're not doing the rules correctly. It's kind of simple. Oh, we've got another Geist. Right, what do I do here? I can turn Mind Sensor into... Unfortunately, I've drawn the Glenelendra Archmage. So I'm thinking I can make Wall of Roots and then use Birthing Pods to turn Aven Mind Sensor into something that costs 4, probably. Linvala. Not sure. Need to be careful about taking too much damage though. Is that will turn Wall of Roots into Kitchen Finks. And then I can blink the Finks and Mind Sensor. Yeah, that seems better. So I'll get a 3 with this, which will be my Kitchen Finks. That's just looking at my 4s at the moment. Yeah, because I've got 2 Restoration Angels in hand. Yeah, so I'll get a 3, which will be this Kitchen Finks. Needs to gain some life. And if I draw a land, I can manually start using these Restoration Angels. He can't really attack unless he's got a Path to Exile, because then I'll have to use Arcangel Castle and Path to Exile, and then I'll still just blink the Finks, and I won't be in too bad a situation anyway. And I'll have the mana for my Restoration Angel. So the best he can do from his side if he wants to attack is actually have Path to Exile on my Finks, and then Arcangel Castle on his Geist. What's he doing? 2 mana. Choosing which to path to exile, I guess. Because if he paths Thalia, he'll get more mana in the long run, which I guess is what he's thinking about. So he took a while to think, and he does have this path to exile. Which I don't need the mountain anymore, I'd rather the forest. I've got this green mana for my, what's it? So one thing I've been toying with is Phyrexian Metamorph, which obviously would have been really good in copying Geist and just not dying to that. What can I do here? I can attack him for 4, turn Thalia into Sphinx, and then blink the Sphinx with Angel. Does that get me anywhere? That puts me on 7, so at least I don't die even if he's got all the removal spells. Does it put me on 7? No, it doesn't. No, it puts me on less. Can I win this turn? I think I can. Can I? I need to... I can turn Thalia into Deceiver Exarch. Untap Pod, turn Mind Sensor into Restoration Angel, blink Exarch, untap Pod, and then turn Angel into Kiki, make infinite Exarchs and win, which puts me on 3 life, so I'm dead. So we'll have to consider it, and that only leaves us to if he's got Path to Exile. So I need to think about, what if he's not got Path to Exile? Can I do better? I'm just going to think. Right, I found a bit of a line that plays around both. I can start off by using Deceiver Exarch here. And then if he responds to this, I can have a think. Because now my options basically are... He could have Snap Damage as well, couldn't he? Because I can play around it by blocking the Angel, blocking the Geist, and then blinking my blocker with my Restoration Angel. And that way I can also play around the path, because if he uses it at any point, I can just blink whatever he tries to path. So I think he's got a Snapcast Mage in hand, or another Path to Exile. I mean, if he draws it, then that's his prerogative, and there's nothing I can do about that. But this way I get to make an Angel, I get to block Exarch on Geist, Mind Sensor on Token, then cast an Angel and blink my Mind Sensor. If he has a counter for the Angel, then he still might not have a path, so in my turn I can do Angel, blink Exarch, and then turn Angel into Kiki and carry on from there. Got choices. But this, if he still doesn't have a path, then I'm in just as good shape as before. Unless he draws it on this turn, which I think the odds are worse of. So I'll block like that, cast my Angel. Blink, and then I saved, I haven't taken damage, and I've got this Angel in play. So it looks like I'm better off. I'm in a better position, going into untapping. He can do anything he likes here, but I'm not sure it's going to be that good for him. Because now I can pod my Angel into a Kiki and I'll use a Restoration Angel to protect whichever piece he has a removal spell for. So I think I've got him. Not the easiest of spots to fight my way out of, but He's just going to wrath here. Sideboard into Ghost Sintraft, Wrath of God. Right, okay. Apparently. Can't say I'm not a bit surprised, but... Next turn I can conscript, untap my steam vents and then attack. Or, I don't know what. Seems better than using Birthing Pod to go to 1 to make Archmage into a Kiki and an Archmage and attack for 2, because then I'm just vulnerable to stuff. So he's made a martial arts and cracked it. I'm trying to pause a little bit here to save you guys time, because this is like not the most fun, I think. Wait, did he just crack it and that was it? Or no, he made Ghost Sintraft. Right, so now I have no choice. Get Kiki, make infinite copies. Hopefully this is game. Yeah, we had it. Good. So we didn't have it, and we got to play around him having it. So I think we did okay, but might have been a bit sketchy. But yeah. Woo! Good games. Right, I'm going to leave it for there, I think. Cheers, guys.